Yeah, this is a video that came out a week ago by Dogpack404 called I Worked for MrBeast. He's a fraud. I've seen a few things about this video, you know, a few um, claims that were made here and there, but I want to watch the full thing through to really analyze my true, really come up with a true perspective through analysis rather than just jumping to a conclusion based on the few bullet points that I've seen. But take it for what you will. It is a Dexerto article, or I guess a Dexerto tweet, even less important. But it says, I can't fucking read for shit. Jesus. A MrBeast employee has responded to fraud claims made by a YouTuber Dogpack404, whose video has amassed over 3 million views. Chucky, the co-founder of ViewStats, hit back at claims that many of MrBeast's videos are staged or that the channel engages in fake giveaways. At Chucky stated, quickly want to debunk some of the info in this video since the guy who made it was on my team. It was my decision to fire him for erratic behavior. He worked at the company for less than a month and wasn't an employee for most of the videos he mentions to have knowledge on. So, we're going to give this video a healthy watching. But, we're also going to watch it with a healthy gram of salt. We're really going to fucking... We're going to give it a fair shaking. Let's see how it goes.
Do you think attention is the most valuable currency in the world?
Well, of course. If you could
No.
post something and everyone would watch it, you'd be the most powerful man on earth.
We're not promoting gambling. I think people are going to see this.
Every guy who does millions of dollars on YouTube videos is a gambler.
Legal lottery for money. You don't have to pay anything to enter religion.
How is this legal?
I don't get it.
Or fake signatures.
Ponzi schemes are great up until they just go bust.
Hi, I wanted to provide some context to this video. I'm a former MrBeast employee, and today I'm...
Bro, your pupils are blown. I'm not trying to be judgmental or disparaging, but that is never a healthy sign, especially the fact that it appears that they are unevenly dilated extremely far. And the fucking pull in here is pretty... I don't know if that was the point, maybe. Maybe he fucking just shined flashlight in his eyes for 30 minutes, but my god.
I'm alleging that the company rigged videos and did illegal lotteries and sold fake signatures. I would consider that fraud. Okay, thank you. Enjoy the video. So this is part 1 into my investigation into MrBeast. I recorded this before the Chris stuff came out. I was also going
His eyes look better in this,
to know
but...
about the Chris stuff, probably part 2 or 3. Because I see a lot of people saying, like, oh, if you knew, why didn't you come forward? Why didn't you go to the authorities? Well, I was going to come forward. And also, like, going to the authorities isn't going to work because what are you going to say? Like, you heard rumors that this person is this way or that. You know, there's obviously evidence of, like, the chat-based stuff. Like, that's been out for a while. People have internally known at the company that, like, Chris is kind of a potential minors attracted person, and the company protects her, or they were protecting her, and they protected her as long as they could. Jimmy knew, everyone knew. So, you know, which I think that's more of a red flag than anything I'm going to reveal in this video, but...
Can you hit one of those real quick, man? Please? Just a quick... That's all I need.
You know, there's messages happening like MrBeast Discords, and yeah, I don't know. It's a mess when like MrBeast contestants are being exposed to like minor attracted persons and the company's protecting them.
Who uses the term minor attracted persons? This fucking... I'm not trying to be disparaging, but the start of this is already feeling kind of odd just based on the framing. Like, trying to make it seem like, oh, the young fans are the ones that are... I don't know. I'm thinking too hard on this right now. Let's just let it play for a minute.
You know, there's a big emphasis at the company of like how to manipulate children, like understanding their psychology and everything, and like seeing that that's sort of used in weird ways. And you know, there's been like parasocial relationships and, you know, encouraging like almost...
Okay, can we please get into the video, because you're saying you're making a lot of claims that really do need like substantive evidence to really be anything. So please, let's get into it. I know I'm fucking pausing too much, but my god.
Most children simping for these people, and You know, maybe that's as nefarious as it gets, or maybe it goes deeper. Anyway, here's an old podcast clip of Jimmy explaining that he knows that his audience is young. Which is an old clip. You could say like his audience grew up. I would say he's gained most of his audience since then, and his content's only gotten younger. Also, this clip really just shows that like he understands the YouTube analytics are bullshit because he can try to use that as a defense, but he knows. So here's that clip, and then I'll get into the video.
The average demographic is what, 13 through 17? Is that the biggest spike in your analytics?
Well, I mean, mine's horseshit. It says like 18 to 24, but I know all my fucking viewers are little kids.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot like that because, you know, little kids lie about their age or they're on their, you know, like...
But yeah, and then I have like a fucking massive one for like the 40-year-old range because all the fucking idiots are on their parents' account.
Now, MrBeast intentionally manipulates these children's vulnerable minds for profit using 3 simple steps, which closely align with the 3 major types of behavioral learning. Step 1. Using 3 simple steps, which closely align with the 3...
So the 3 major types of behavioral learning are classical conditioning, observational learning, and apparent conditioning. Classical conditioning is, Pavlov's dog. A neutral stimulus is associated with a natural response. Observational learning occurs through observation and imitation of others. Yeah, so seeing people do stuff makes you want to do it. And then apparent conditioning is a response is increased or decreased due to reinforcement or punishment. Yeah, I think that's just meaning, I mean, I can see what he's trying to say, but these aren't any using these tactics aren't necessarily bad. It's just understanding the human mind. And I mean, I think it would be very ignorant to say that he doesn't understand the human mind very well to be able to make content that is engaging worldwide.
3 major types of behavioral learning. Step 1 is getting the viewer to associate the brand with trust and authority. MrBeast videos are real, and he's a great guy that gives away big rewards to his loyal followers. I will show you irrefutable evidence in a minute that his videos are in fact fake. Step 2 is showing the viewers that when people interact with MrBeast in a way that benefits MrBeast.
I need evidence that this is the steps that they actually take. I mean, this seems like you made this in fucking a Google document. I want to know where. If he had like a picture of this on like a fucking big whiteboard or something, I might believe it, but this seems a little odd because these seem like claims that he would make.
When they do what he tells them to do, they win big rewards.
Is he subscribed? You are subscribed. Here's some money. Have a good day.
Some of them feel like I just walk around with $1,000. It's like, oh, thanks for watching my videos.
Hit that subscribe button because you might bump into me in real life and it might make you a lot of money.
When people are devout followers of MrBeast, they get rewarded. And step 3 is finally calling on the viewer to act in some way that benefits the brand, promising big rewards in return. Now it's your turn to do what MrBeast tells you and you will win big rewards. But you actually won't unless you're famous or friends or family of a MrBeast employee. So young, impressionable viewers are made to believe that MrBeast is a trusted authority who can give them big rewards. These young viewers are...
See, that was the one claim, and I'm sure we'll get into it, but that was the one thing that really did seem odd to me, was the whole having friends and family be the contestants of... But that was something I always assumed. Even in the beginning of the MrBeast stuff, I was always just like, obviously he's giving money to this homeless guy, he's giving people this, giving this. But then when it's like, you know, groups of people coming into this thing, it's like, why wouldn't you just fucking call your mom up and be like, hey, Mom, call all your friends and tell them to come over and we'll do this and da-da-da-da-da. Oh yeah, let's... Because like, if he's like, there's some videos of like opening a business in my town of giving away money. How are people going to know about that unless you like set up a big billboard? And even then, people aren't going to pull in. You'd have to like coordinate it a little bit, get radio stations to talk about it, whatever the fuck. But yeah, the coordination would be, I guess, faking, but it's just sensationalization of content, which is what everybody does and what you should do a little bit to make fucking videos, I guess.
Explicitly shown that dedicated followers or random subscribers like themselves are winning big rewards when they do what MrBeast tells them. These young viewers are explicitly told repeatedly that if they subscribe, if they buy products or act in some way that benefits the brand, they will win big rewards. Trust MrBeast, watch him help others, contribute to his cause, and one day he'll help you too. That's the formula. Subscribe for a Lamborghini, and to make it, you could be in one of these. Subscribe right now, and you might get pictures next to it.
I mean, to be fair, this is what everybody does, and this is why I want you to subscribe. Please subscribe for a chance to be a winner in the 1,000 subscriber gift card giveaway. I know it seems far away, but hey, all you gotta do is click a button. So come on, subscribe, help me out, and help yourself out, because you could be the lucky winner. But like, realistically, yeah, it's like, you create incentives for people to watch, but then hopefully the content becomes the actual reason they stay. Creating and I don't know, it's fucking, they're all jokes. This makes you think of the one lady that was trying to out MrBeast for faking the one video when it's like, do you actually expect him to fucking blow up? Like, there's like a whole point where he's like, now I'm gonna blow up the earth, and then fucking does that, and it's like, you think he's gonna do that for his video?
Subscribe and you might win a free car. Subscribe for a free car. I love all of subscribe and you can give you subscribe and you can win 10 subscribe button.
Based on this and this alone, I feel like bro got fired and then had a mental breakdown.
You could also win $100,000. Seriously, we always fly subscribers down. They never fly random subscribers down. MrBeast fakes his videos in ways that are worse than you realize. I say that because he's been exposed for faking videos before, and the common response is, why does it matter if the videos are fake? They're just meant to be entertainment. A large part of MrBeast's brand is the fact that he doesn't fake videos.
I remember when I first started seeing your videos, I was like, this shit's gotta be fake.
Oh yeah, it's a huge problem for us now. I actually have to dial back my content sometimes just so people think it's real. Also, if what we had to film was scripted, because what we do is not scripted, so you have to plan for a bunch of variables that you can't control, blah, blah. If what we did was scripted, holy shit.
See, again, it's like, I don't think that's true. I think it is scripted. I think it is scripted, but I don't think it's like they're scripting every joke and they're scripting every moment. Like, obviously, they have a fucking idea of what's supposed to happen, and they have people that, like the philanthropy videos, the ones where he's going to a different country and giving people houses. You really don't think that they know about it beforehand? Like, of course they do. Of course he has to coordinate all that shit. It would be fucking ridiculous to think that he's going to go to different countries and not coordinate with their governments on, like, building fucking, some kind of, because basically he's, like, building infrastructure in their fucking country. So I'm sure he has to talk to governments and stuff when he's doing that. He's a fucking huge celebrity.
This stuff would be easy to pump out.
Have you ever faked a video? No. But this train track is CGI, these bus wheels are CGI, this explosion is fake, shredder is CGI, this car is digital.
Who gives a fuck about any of this shit? This is all the shit that I don't care about. The stuff I would care about is, he said the guy that he gave $1 million to, he didn't actually give him $1 million. That would be faking a video. See?
This pit is fake, this guy is fake, this raccoon
I saw someone...
is a paid actor, this island...
Who gives a shit? That was probably a joke. But like all this stuff just seems like it's for content, bro. Of course it wasn't really $1. Probably give him it's $25. He haggled for it. Who gives a shit? He's like, I don't care, man. I'll give you $25 for the video. And actually, it didn't actually cost $1 because he had to pay him to be on screen. He was actually a paid actor. Like, who cares?
Costs more than $1. The city is not abandoned. These buildings are CGI. And that's your only way out. You can literally get an Uber to the airport for $20. That's not a lurker. It's just a guy. This whole room is fake. This contestant is an actor and a secret employee at MrBeast. They had to through this fake door twice. This line is scripted. This action is scripted. In fact, pretty much all the videos with Mac are scripted.
You did it! The only thing I will say I wish is that this guy specified what videos he actually had knowledge of, what videos he actually worked on, because all we have right now is him just claiming about a ton of videos. And it seems like MrBeast has a fucking massive team, so I would find it hard to believe that he worked on this many videos.
What we did was scripted. Holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump out.
Especially when this guy's video, it seems pretty well done, so I feel like he was probably an editor or, some kind of... something based in the content sphere, not necessarily actually like being a part of the challenge or building something. I don't think he was actually part of that. It seems like he would be an editor, but then I guess you could probably say that he might have more intimate knowledge about different videos because he's seeing the outtakes or whatever. But even so, it's like the outtakes don't encapsulate the full atmosphere of the day. That's also something you have to take into account.
We will die. You understand that?
I found public records showing that Mac moved from California to Greenville, North Carolina, where Jimmy is located, back in August 2023, 2 months before he appeared as a contestant. According to a former MrBeast employee, this is around the time when Mac started working full-time on the editing team at MrBeast. Also, he didn't just move into any old house, he moved into a $1 million mansion. Now, I'm not going to dox him. Only some asshole would do something like that.
After doxing and bullying the pilot some more like a f***ing douchebag,
turns to Eric and says, how do I fly this thing? It just starts pushing buttons.
But I did find pictures of this mansion online, so I fed them into ChatGPT and asked it to create similar images. And this is what it came up with. And it's honestly not that far off. off. His 6,000 square foot $1 million mansion comes with a movie theater and 7 bathrooms.
What are you gonna spend the $800,000 on? I mean, my life's changed now.
Yeah, I'm sure that $800,000 is really gonna change your life.
Well, I mean, yeah, wasn't he already like a... That was established in the first video that he was in, that he was like some crazy escape artist fucking guy or whatever.
Mac, this is a nice car. Tell me, where are we right now?
We're in the place that we drove to a few minutes ago.
Mac, let's cut the shit here. What have you been doing for like the last year?
A lot of family stuff.
What kind of family stuff?
Just like, playing catch with my dad,
For a year? How do you make money? How are you, surviving?
Basically, my main strategy is I go to, like, a grocery store type places.
Grocery store type
places? Yeah, basically, I'll do what I get there. I usually get, like, about $4
With what money?
The money that I made.
How did you make it?
Huh? Yeah, well, listen, you're getting too caught up in the details. They'll figure it out.
These are like jokes. I mean...
They'll figure it out.
We will die. You understand that?
During this time lapse on the 4th day of 7 days stranded at sea, you can clearly see there's no one in the shelter. These are their empty beds. But after a hard cut, magically 5 people are awake, and 2 of the boys have base
Let's
stranded.
analyze
Listen,
this.
you're getting too caught up in the details. They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out.
We will die. You understand that?
During this
I'm
time
gonna
lapse on
get
the
too
4th
caught
day
up
of
in
7 days
details.
stranded at sea, you can clearly see there's no one in the shelter. These are their empty beds. But after a hard cut, during this time lapse on the 4th day of 7 days stranded at sea, you can clearly see there's no one in the shelter. These are their empty beds. But after a hard cut, magically 5 people are awake, and 2 of the boys have bright yellow raincoats that they didn't have when it rained on day 2.
And after standing the whole night completely soaked...
You didn't spend the night soaked, Jimmy. You slept on the production yacht. It's ironic because this is one of the videos where they claim that they don't fake things.
But no, we have to be the real channel that doesn't fake things.
In this video, this wink was added in post. At 58 was actually on the far off.
I mean, I can even believe that, maybe. Maybe they did fucking have a yacht pull up and fucking had them jump on it real quick because they're like, yeah, the rain's too fucked right now, but you guys can come back in the morning, re-get your footing, and then we're going to do it for real and then actually spend the night one of the nights, whatever.
Opposite side of the room from 42, and he just didn't hear him. This whole revenge storyline was added in post. Multiple shots.
Again, it's called fucking sensationalization. This isn't faking content. It's just making something look better for the fucking video.
Show how timers are edited in post. Timers are edited in post. Timers are edited in post. They also manipulated contestants' audio in post.
We got 50 minutes.
In general, if anything happens last second,
You're telling me the timers aren't right, bro? Everybody knows this shit.
it's fake. Or if you can hear someone's voice but can't see their mouth, the audio could easily be added in post.
I literally think I'm gonna kill you.
And yes, this lie detector video was also fake.
Have you ever faked a video?
No.
Get that lie.
It's still real to me, damn it!
Okay, so MrBeast fabricates some contestant dialogue and timers and movements
Yes,
and
show
storylines
me
and uses a
something
bunch of
real.
shitty CGI, but who really cares? I mean, the videos are just for entertainment only, right? I mean, it's not like he's ever rigged the results of a challenge. That would be impossible because he films with hundreds of random subscribers, right? Wrong. Let's look at this video. Not only were the results of this video completely scripted, but the contestants are not random subscribers.
So many people had jobs.
Oh, that contestant had to get out for her job? I guess you forgot she's your hiring manager. I actually recognize a lot of people in this video, including Jimmy's own girlfriend. So yeah, the random subscribers you see in challenges are actually never random. They're almost always local to MrBeast, and oftentimes friends and family of MrBeast employees, or just the employees themselves. And when they do pull someone from outside of North Carolina, it's usually somebody who's in the industry, who's camera trained, who has built a following.
Yeah, what about all those fucking kids and stuff? I mean, what about like all like the people that he gave fucking eye surgery to and all the wells he built in fucking Africa and like, what about all that? Are those ones fake?
Hey, anyone I'm friends with watching? That wants 10 grand?
They are never random subscribers. If you subscribe, you will not win $1 million. And what's even worse is that the results of this video were completely scripted. According to a former MrBeast employee, it would have been a PR problem if the boys had won by a lot. And because so many of the female contestants were MrBeast employees who got out immediately, production stepped in to actually make the results of the challenge closer. You can actually see some of this happen on camera, like when Jimmy pays one of the boys $10,000 to leave, which is twice as much as the actual prize money, but doesn't make the same offer to the girls.
The boys are blowing you out of the water. If I paid the one guy who got to tell him to leave. Now if you don't win, that was all for nothing.
At another point, he gives the girls a camera drone so they would have been able to see how many boys were left. It doesn't work out, but seeing how much they're willing to help them on camera, I'm willing to believe that they did, in fact, help them off camera. Apparently at the end, they were only monitoring the boys to see if they stepped on the red line and not the girls, so that the girls would win the challenge. And to be clear, obviously the girls had an unfair start with having so many MrBeast employees get out immediately. I think they all did deserve $5,000 for that, but also the boys should deserve a fair chance at winning, I think. I think that's the expectation when you run a game show.
But it's not a game show, it's a fucking sensationalized video for YouTube. And you know what's the craziest part? I bet you they still all get paid an appearance fee. I bet you... Think of anything, I bet you all the actors get paid an appearance fee or something. Like, I would love to know about that because he has so many people come and do so many videos, and it's like, you really think that people are like just coming on and doing this stuff for free when he gives away fucking millions of dollars? I'm sure $100, $150, like $50 for a fucking 30-minute fucking short little, hey, come in. Roll this dice. You rolled a 6, that means you get $600. Here you go, bye.
So I'm just glad they're not doing another rigged
But the dye was actually held it against a lamp. And it's a fake dye.
This girl's video. So knowing that MrBeast likes the results to be close and that offstage producers can sort of influence how a challenge progresses, I want to show one more example. This is a real-time video, meaning that time elapses the same in the video as it does in real life. Now immediately the intro is sped up, and the timer is clearly added in post, and he clearly touches the laser here, but whatever, let's assume that it's all real time. When he reaches the bottom floor, he has to turn these water valves. Now you can tell that these valves aren't actually connected to anything because the water flows out in an instant, and it happens when he's not even touching the valve. The contestant also goes back to the first valve unaware that anything had happened, and he's still able to spin it. So the valve seems to spin freely and isn't actually connected to the flow of water. So you could assume that producers might be off camera with remote switches to trigger the flow of water, and assuming they've tested this, the producers might know how long it takes for the water to clear out of the room, so they can sort of decide on the fly how many turns of the valve it takes, or just when to trigger the water in general to make the results close.
Am I stupid? Was it this guy that was the fucking escape artist? I thought this guy was an escape artist too. Maybe I'm just
And in this
stupid.
video, spoiler alert, the contestant wins the money. So
all of his videos, he does like a bunch of crazy shit.
rigging the challenge could be seen as a good thing, but there are many examples of contestants losing. And in traditional media, this kind of rigging is actually completely illegal.
We always have the same person tie all the knots so that we know they've tied them at the exact same tension. I mean, we get down to inches. And then we have a standards and practices person. And if you don't know what that is, on any kind of a game show where there is a prize, you have to have somebody that ensures that it's fair. They are out there essentially to make sure that we don't do something that would favor one player or one tribe.
I paid the one guy who got to solve him to leave.
In my mind, I'm thinking it's a fair game. But it's not. If they were having problems finding people, they can see kind of what area you're in. And they came to my area many times, and I was in the smallest cupboard. They had like big ones, medium ones, and small ones. I contorted this little 4'10" body into the smallest space, and I was in there for hours. And they didn't even open the door because they were like, a person can't even fit in there. So they went in there and they opened all their cabinets, and my heart was like, oh, they're gonna find me, they're gonna find me. And then I could hear them saying like, she's not here. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, she's not here. The other thing that they said is absolutely no climbing in the air vents or the ceiling. And they said it's because they do all their wiring in the ceiling.
Climb up here. I feel good about this spot.
If it was held accountable, especially because this was a YouTube original production, Zach would have been eliminated for cheating. He broke the rules, and I guarantee you, if I climbed in the ceiling, MrBeast would eliminate me.
He was in the ceiling!
Why is that but like that's just like an arbitrary point to be like he fakes a bunch of stuff and he cheats and he does all this stuff, but if someone else cheats, he wouldn't like that. He wouldn't like it if the other people did it. Like, that seems a bit arbitrary, and you're talking a bit obtuse.
Also, I think some of the MrBeast giveaways have been fake, but I'll get to that later. So now that I've explained some of the ways that MrBeast lies to build trust with his audience, I want to go on to explain how he exploits that trust for profit through running illegal lotteries, selling fake signatures, giving children diabetes, and more.
This is
a call to action is simply when you tell the viewer to do something, saying subscribe is a call to action. Early in his career, MrBeast found a better version of this where he takes a call to action and he adds positive or negative reinforcement to it. Now, as adults, we can recognize that subscribe for a cookie is a joke. It's not a real offer, but again, MrBeast's audience is primarily children who may have authorities in their life that actually use sweet treats or video game detentions as forms of reinforcement, and you aren't born understanding sarcasm. Whatever the reason, these reinforced call to actions are more effective than just saying subscribe. Oh, but there's an even much better version. The call to action giveaway.
If you guys want to win a brand new PS5, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel.
I can't believe people are still doing fucking giveaways. Holy shit, it's so annoying. Stop this fucking shit.
Shut the fuck up, PewDiePie. If you want to be part of my 1,000 subscriber gift card giveaway, subscribe to the fucking channel. Shut the fuck up, PewDiePie, unless you're gonna give me a shout out. I don't want to hear this bullshit about, oh, don't do that. I want a bunch of blind followers so my videos get pumped to more people so that more important people can subscribe. So the people that actually like the content get to see it, so it isn't just pumped to nobody because the people that view it have no reason to watch it. This at least gives them an incentive because so many people are subscribed to bullshit anyways. So please subscribe for a chance to win. The 1,000 subscriber gift card giveaway. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a gift card giveaway. I think it's going to be a Visa gift card. I was thinking about Amazon at first, but that seems kind of stupid. The Visa gift card people can use anywhere. But shut the fuck up. At least I'm not giving away PS5s.
So tired of it. Fucking 10 years of YouTube. People are still like buying subs for this shit.
Over the next 7 days, I'm going to be giving
Dude, I'm trying to make good content. PewDiePie, I have an idea of what I want to do this next month. I'm going to try and learn some new skills and do it on stream and make some videos out of it. But you don't get how hard it is. You don't understand trying to make daily content that isn't just fucking gaming, especially when the gaming, it's like... I'm sorry, but editing gaming content is one of the most fucking draining things ever. I prefer doing some talking stuff. I was editing an actual like retrospective thing for a minute, but kind of threw that in the trash. I have a few other ideas for some things I want to do, but one of the things I believe in is community, building communal-based land, spaces for people. And I don't know, it's just sometimes that isn't possible through basic content, and doing live streams helps with that. So let's keep it going.
1,000 random people that subscribe, a free Samsung Galaxy S24.
How is this legal? I don't get it. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel.
All you have to do to enter to win one of these phones is subscribe.
It's a scam. Holy shit.
I literally spent over a...
How is that a scam? I could show you how it's literally not a scam. The thing that you have to do is you have to make sure that your YouTube channel has it in your settings set that you have your subscribers actively listed for people to see. And obviously, people who are famous YouTubers aren't going to do that. People who, but if you don't want that, then you don't want that, and that's fine. But I'm literally just going to do it for a one-day thing. I'll be like, give people like a week notice. Be like, I'm going to go on this day, so just 24 hours before, put it live so I can see all the names. I'm going to scroll through, pick a few people, and you could be a winner. I don't understand how this is fake. Obviously, it's going to seem fake.
$1 million on these phones, and we literally found him one.
But that's quite literally not a scam. You could call it maybe false advertising because it's not necessarily likely for you to be, especially in someone who has millions of subscribers. Like, come on, man.
Minute before Zach. I spent over $1 million on these phones. All you have to do to enter is hit that subscribe button.
Samsung, I just want you to love me.
So yeah, that's what a call to action giveaway is. At best, they are a way to buy subscribers, but much of the time they are legitimate scams. Either a YouTuber doesn't actually give away a prize, or in the case of these live streams, they're illegal lotteries where the only way to win a prize is by making a purchase. And obviously, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm just going to show you the law and then show you irrefutable evidence of what's being done, and you can make your own conclusions. The FTC defines a lottery as containing 3 elements: a valuable prize, random chance, and consideration, which can be time or effort, but in most cases it's just payment. To successfully run a contest or a sweepstakes, you must eliminate one of these factors. A contest, for example, eliminates chance, and a sweepstakes eliminates consideration. In determining if any MrBeast giveaways have been illegal lotteries, we need to identify a prize, which is distributed through random chance and cannot be won without spending money. On August 2nd, 2020, MrBeast live streamed him and his friends signing limited edition shirts celebrating 40 million subscribers. And here are just some of the clips from that stream.
For those of you who are just joining, if you buy one of our limited edition 40 mil special shirts, we're celebrating 40 million subscribers with a really big video, then we will sign that shirt, and some of them will get random prizes like this. In 10 minutes, right, because we gotta give them time to do their cart, we'll give 2 orders $500 each. 5 minutes, someone's getting $3 grand in the order. In 5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. 2 minutes, newest order gets $2,000. Good luck, everybody.
So this was a 6-hour live stream. They took it down off YouTube, but 5 hours of it are still up on their Facebook page. And during those 5 hours, I counted 46 illegal lotteries. These lotteries are also run poorly. Multiple times they would say something like, buy in the next 5 minutes for a chance to win. And then 7 minutes later go, actually, the newest order in 30 seconds is gonna win.
In 5
Well, I'm confused why that's illegal.
5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. Hey, Daryl, don't...
I'm confused how that's illegal. Because you have to buy a lottery ticket. You have to buy into a lot of sweepstakes. Like, a lot of them are free, but I don't know.
Don't we owe someone $1,000? We do. Yeah. So, all right. So the newest order in 30 seconds, we are going to put $1,000 in your package.
Stephen K.
Okay.
Oh, Stephen K. And there is no second giveaway 30 seconds later, like Jimmy said. This is just one very shady giveaway. They just want to talk about how Stephen made a profit.
Stephen's a handsome man.
So he actually walked away with some money.
We're proud of you, Stephen.
I counted 13 of these extra shady lotteries where they did not give the prize in the original time frame that they said.
Okay, so we're going to put 2 iPhones in this pinata, and we're going to give it to someone who orders a shirt in 3 minutes? 5 minutes. Buy a limited edition shirt or hoodie, and we're going to pick a random one in 10 minutes and give them $2,000.
Have we done iPhones yet?
Yeah. Oh, we did one. Oh, wait. Hey, Daryl, first, actually, before we do that, we never picked a pinata.
So these clearly fit.
I definitely agree that it seems a bit sketchy. That one does seem a bit wild because he's having people buy shirts and he's not following through on some of those. That is a bit odd and bad. But yeah, that's why he maybe does need to practice this person.
The definition of an illegal lottery.
So far you're about 1 to 20 though, because you said a lot of things that I would probably not agree with.
These clips are also not out of context. No one ever said no purchase necessary. There's nothing in the description or on the website. At one point, MrBeast is informed that they ran out of PlayStations, and he says, "Are we trying to not sell merch?"
Our city is sold out of PlayStations. We don't have any. We have to give away. Are we trying to not sell merch?
So he clearly knows that they're making more money by running these illegal lotteries. Another shady thing he did was constantly suggest that they're doing too many giveaways to make a profit.
My guy
To be fair, those aren't established as lotteries or giveaways. It's established as a giveaway, but it's more of a... I don't know. I think that's more of just an incentive that you say, we're doing a live stream. Anybody that's buying a shirt, like we're signing these shirts, anybody that buys a shirt, like I'm sure he has lawyers at the very least. Anybody that buys a shirt has a chance of winning a certain prize. And then it's not necessarily like in 3 minutes we're going to pick the person. It would make more sense of just being like all these people at certain intervals would get it. But yeah, like you were saying, at those certain intervals, they weren't picking people though. So that would be the main issue.
They're doing the numbers. It's like, stop! It's like, you realize every time you give away an Xbox and $1,000, you don't make money. I'm like, oh, I know we're not gonna make money. What are we doing, guys? We're gonna check after the stream. It's gonna be like, oh no, what a waste. Yeah, I know. We're gonna break neutral.
I mean, there's just no way they were ever even close to losing money on the stream.
I don't know who this is, but you just got a pair of AirPods. Oh my gosh, we're not making money, guys. We need to stop giving everyone something.
Just like
almost everything that someone's bought, we put something in their package. I'm not gonna make money.
In 5 hours, they gave away about $50,000 worth of stuff and sold over 50,000 t-shirts. Selling these t-shirts at $42 each, profit margin would be about $22. But even if they were making like $1 per shirt, they would still be fine. Also, by my estimates, only 1 in every 1,600 orders actually won a prize. And I guarantee he has real-time analytics on his laptop. He knows they make more money every time he says, oh my God, guys, we're giving away so much stuff. We're not even gonna make a profit. Please, don't you want me to make a profit? That's why he keeps saying it. Also, they just don't show how winners are picked. So it's probably not actually random. You know, humans have biases. Imagine Jimmy tells the guy off camera, hey, pick a name right now. And he sees 2 names. One is easy to pronounce, one is not. This is why lotteries are heavily regulated to ensure fairness. Also, obviously, you have to be 18 to play the lottery. It's gambling. MrBeast isn't just promoting gambling to children here. He's running the casino. And this isn't even close to the worst stream he's done. 4 months later, MrBeast signed shirts again, but this time it was a 24-hour live stream with way more illegal lotteries. And by the way, the rest of these streams were taken down shortly after upload, so all I have is some old clips and Reddit threads talking about them. Now, this stream did say, we are doing a ton of giveaways, no purchase necessary in the description. But to be eligible to win most prizes, you had to make a purchase.
Would you guys prefer that we throw money in random orders or that we throw items in random orders?
Yeah. Somebody screamed in chat, I want to switch. Hey, buy a shirt.
In 30 minutes, we are giving away my car to someone that buys merch.
Which each giveaway is its own independent event. You can't give one prize to someone who buys something and a different prize to someone in chat. The prize where you have to buy something is still an illegal lottery, which obviously MrBeast knows this, but you know, he's a poker player. He likes a little bluffery, a little plausible deniability, you know, pretending to be ignorant of the law.
You know, YouTube's a little different than this.
Yeah.
Because YouTube, I can just do stuff like that. I can just be like, you know what, pull up a database of 100 people that bought chocolate bars and pick 100 random ones.
Got it.
I think I can do that over here. I don't know. So I don't want to say anything, and then someone be like,
yeah,
actually, that's illegal.
Right.
I could not find any way to enter the big Tesla giveaway without spending at least $42.
We're giving away Tesla to someone random who bought stuff.
They also gave away 24 tickets, which gave you the opportunity to be in a video. Again, most of these tickets you had to make a purchase to win.
One random person that buys in what time frame? 10 minutes. We're going to put this in someone's order that buys something.
And we're going to have 24 people. We're going to put them in 24 different circles. $1 million on the line. Have some fun. You know what I'm saying?
Also, this video never happened. There is no MrBeast video of 24 people in circles competing for $1 million. Unless it ended up being 100 people in a circle competing for $500,000, but that's a smaller prize and much worse odds. So like, did they just pocket the money or what? Hey, it's the pilot guy.
Woo! What's that?
Wait, he's about to be the first one out? That's unlike him.
I know you got out first. I still have a prize for you. Just wait here.
Oh, first person out gets a car, and it just happened to be your friend Mac. Another thing that just annoys me is Jimmy constantly says during these live streams that he's just doing this for fun because he loves giving things away.
Oh, and I just like giving away stuff. It's kind of fun to me.
Imagine you just lost a bunch of money at the casino, and the owner comes out and he says, guys, the reason I do all this, I just love giving away money. Also, you're 7 years old in that example. It's insane that he can flip these massively profitable illegal lotteries targeted towards children as an act of generosity.
So I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to go place an order at shopmrbeast.com. Anyone watching any of the lives, and we're gonna.
I have to say these are probably his biggest case he has right now. This is a bit odd.
Throw iPhones in some of them.
And again, there are very few videos of this live stream on the internet. I think MrBeast probably copyright strikes re-uploads, but almost any clip you do find will have some new violation of internet gambling or sweepstakes laws.
I thought it was him. I was like, keep going. Wait, let's go. Wait, it's literally like it's like who is it? Wait, really?
Actually, that's illegal.
Some of the common complaints we see in threads about this live stream are that they only signed large t-shirts. So when they selected an order to give a prize, it was apparently always a large or extra large t-shirt. They kept saying things like buy in the next 15 minutes for a chance to win and then not honoring it. Multiple people claiming that their name was read to win a prize and they never received it. This person is still tweeting about it to this day. There's a lot more people complaining about the deceptive sales tactics. Reading all this really upsets me because I spent money I honestly didn't have for 5 shirts at different times during the live when they said things like buy now and you will get prize or money. And I received 2 orders and nothing but shirt, both with MB and one with a heart and one with with a smiley. I was hoping for at least a couple things for Christmas for my family. This commenter also goes on to explain that she's disabled, has PTSD. Lotteries and scams specifically target vulnerable populations like that. I'm disappointed. My son bought a signed shirt and was so excited. He watched the live stream and saw that people who bought would receive $100. He was excited to win something and be a part of his favorite streamer, MrBeast. When the shirt arrived, he was grinning from ear to ear. When he realized that there was no $100, he was visibly disappointed. He said nothing other than, I guess he meant everyone except me. He loves his shirt, but I'm really upset seeing him hurt.
I mean, you're a stupid mom for letting your kid fucking do that. I mean, when I was a kid, I saw this fucking... I was a stupid kid. I saw this video of this guy with this fucking, like, drawing tablet that made video games, and I thought it was real. My dad and my brother laughed at me. But, if they had, like, a thing to buy it online, my dad wouldn't see it and go, like, oh, maybe. He'd go, that seems iffy, bro. I don't think that's real.
And obviously people can lie on the internet, but a lot of people are independently claiming the same things. Like that at the end of the live stream, they said they were putting $100 in every order. Now, my speculation is that they put $100 in every order that came across the table that they signed, but I'd be interested to see how they worded that. If the video of this live stream ever resurfaces, I think a lot of these claims will be proven true, which MrBeast definitely has this stream saved. He saves all his footage. So I'll ask you, Jimmy, will you publish this to prove your innocence? Also, using archive.org, we can see what the website looked like on the day of the stream, and while there's no mention of any sweepstakes whatsoever, it does say this limited tee signed by MrBeast and crew, but the description says it's signed by a member of the MrBeast crew, and it doesn't say anywhere that other members will sign MB, deceiving people into believing it was signed by MrBeast. So here's a clip of Tyler forging, or maybe not forging, using MrBeast's signature. So Tyler signs MB, which is MrBeast's signature, then he covers it, signs his own initials, TC, smirks, looks around, and then quickly slides the shirt away. Could you make it any more obvious? You know, you don't accidentally have someone else's signature as muscle memory. And again, I'm not a lawyer, I think this is fraud. Maybe they could say it's the brand's signature, even though it's clearly implied that this is Jimmy's signature, which was established during the last live stream.
Oh. Hey! MB, MrBeast. So this is MrBeast's signature.
No way, this one was signed by MrBeast. It's just got the MB, but that means it's signed by MrBeast. That's obviously his, MrBeast. This is so cool. That's obviously his, MrBeast.
You know, some people bought these shirts as collector's items or even investments, and this puts into question the authenticity of all MrBeast signed merch.
It's pretty funny, yeah, because they look so different. Like, literally, each one of them looks completely different.
Some people bought these shirts as collector's items or even investments, and this puts into question the authenticity of all MrBeast signed merch, which otherwise could have been very valuable one day. This was clearly muscle memory, and judging by his body language, he knew he exposed this. Even Tariq notices Tyler slip up and immediately looks into the camera, looks guilty, and then readjusts his body and rubs his hands together. Also, MrBeast said during the live stream that this is the last time he'd ever sign anything, and that was just a lie. Illegal lotteries targeted towards children and selling fake signatures. I mean, imagine if any other YouTuber was caught doing this.
You're very smart with your money. The guy who just throws away millions of dollars on YouTube videos is a gambler. Who would have thought?
By this point, MrBeast noticed a problem with these CTA giveaways. I mean, obviously they're illegal, but more importantly, they're not as profitable as they could be. Look at it like this. There are two value propositions at play here. The perceived value of the product and the perceived value of the chance to win a prize. So for something like these $42 t-shirts, if the viewer values the chance to be in a video at $10, they need to value the t-shirt at an additional $32 to make the purchase. So the more expensive the product, the less effective the lottery is. You want to get the product as close to $0 as possible, so people are just paying for the perceived value of the lottery. That's what's most profitable because humans can't accurately comprehend the difference between 1 in a million odds versus 1 in a billion odds. They both kind of just compute as I have a small chance to win, which MrBeast is well aware of this flaw in human mental arithmetic.
Past a certain point, the average human is like, large sum of money, click. And like, larger sum of money doesn't really impact the viewing experience.
So also, the larger your audience is, the more profitable a lottery will be. Anyway, MrBeast wanted the cheapest product possible to use for these CTA giveaways. Basically a piece of paper, but you obviously couldn't sell a piece of paper without getting backlash. So in January 2021, 3 months after the last shirt signing stream, MrBeast did a live stream where for only $10, viewers could send a picture to the moon. Wait, JPEGs that are going to the moon? And of course he did more illegal lotteries.
Just to keep things fun and interesting, as if putting a photo on the moon. It's interesting enough. Someone who put the photo on the moon, or if you buy the bundle, whatever, in the next 30 minutes, we'll just fly you down to get a video.
3 years later, the spaceship finally launched, carrying beautiful pictures of deceased loved ones to the moon where they would be immortalized. It fucking exploded. So obviously MrBeast refunded everyone, right? Right?
Wait, did it actually?
Immortalized. It
First U.S. spacecraft to attempt moon landing in decades burns up after failed mission. Is that actually true? That's hilarious.
So obviously MrBeast refunded everyone, right?
That is fucking hilarious. I can't lie.
Right? Is it MrBeast's fault that the rocket exploded? No. Is it his fault that he advertised it as for $10 I will put your photo on the moon?
For $10, I'll put whatever picture you want on the moon.
When he couldn't guarantee that?
I didn't see that one.
Yeah,
it's so
of
funny.
Course. October 16th, 2021, same thing. Buy this shirt to be in a video.
Shopify dashboard. We just have like a random number generator, and then like we just put the number, like if there's 1,000 orders, we just put it, picks number to 1,000, then my people give me the name. So the first person that we're inviting to be in our Squid Game, if you want to enter, click the link in the description, buy the shirt or hoodie, is Alonzo Diaz.
Bro, this is an actual $100 bill.
Wait, really?
Like they actually sent a $100 bill.
Wait, what does it say? Oh, now we have to read the message. You and your crew are an inspiration to our young ones. He wanted to send you $100. Everyone click the link or the view product thing in the bottom left. We're gonna open 3 packages, and whatever's in those 3 packages, we're gonna give someone random that buys.
MrBeast is the American dream.
Now, I'm going to get to what, in my opinion, is the most unethical CTA giveaway that MrBeast has done. But before I do that, I really want to drive home the point that the closer a sweepstakes is to an illegal lottery, the more money it makes. Because, you know, every customer is supposed to be informed that they can enter easily for free and that making a purchase does not increase their chances of winning. Like, you're supposed to say no purchase necessary in all of your promotional material, which MrBeast does not do. This legal gray area only leads to people getting scammed, especially the elderly and children, who are also being introduced to gambling. The only people who benefit off of sweepstakes are influencers and scammers. Remember Wizza, a sweepstakes company that got exposed as a total scam and shut down? Even Omaze, the charity sweepstakes company, got exposed as a scam and had to shut down in the US. Or back in the day, there was MrBeast. Do you remember MrBeast?
So MrBeast is a website where you purchase different boxes with chances of winning things. Take, for example, this women's Christmas box. It costs $15 to open, and you can win the most expensive Los Angeles realty. But you can't even click it, okay? It doesn't even give you more information, but apparently it's worth $250 million. I love that you can't click it. Like, they're just like, trust us. There's a $250 million house with your name on it. All the way down to Icicle. Site balance. I'm willing to bet that this is probably what 99% of the people are getting.
Hey, at least MrBeast never wanted to work with this obvious scam. I mean, at least MrBeast's manager never went on some podcast and talked about how MrBeast really wanted to work with this company. No, what's this?
Is there anything you've had to say no to? Yeah, tons. Yeah, so a good example. So it was about 3 years or 2.5 years ago when I started working with Jimmy. What was becoming really popular were these like mystery loot crate like internet sites where it's basically like CSGO skins, but you'd go on and be like, here's the Supreme box, and you pay $50 for it.
Oh,
yeah,
didn't Rysum did
yeah,
quite a
Jake
few
Paul,
people.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, they got a lot of hate for that.
Right.
Jimmy was, he wanted to work with that company when he heard about it because there's a lot of money and we wanted to give that money away in a video, and I had to talk him back on it. I was like, listen, we're not promoting gambling. I think people are going to see this negatively. So it was a long conversation that him and I had to have, which eventually we passed on the deal, and then Jake Paul and Rysum ended up doing that deal and got a lot of hate for it.
Jimmy, why is your manager saying that you wanted to promote this obvious scam to your young impressionable audience? MrBeast launched Feastables, his new chocolate brand, back in January 2022.
I want to tell you guys about my new snack company, Feastables. They're made with only 5 ingredients, but still taste amazing. And I'm kicking off Feastables with something I've always wanted to do. 10 random bars are going to have a mystery ticket inside of them, and if you get this mystery ticket, we will fly you out to compete for a chocolate factory in one of our videos. And on top of that, Chandler, we're giving away over $1 million in other prizes to random people that buy the bars.
Dude, I need to buy these. It's interesting to look back at this because a large part of Feastables' marketing campaign was the fact that it's a better for you brand, that it's healthier for you than Hershey's. Less sugar, only 4 ingredients, all organic.
I wanted to just make a better for you snack brand because I think a lot of the stuff out there is just terrible for you. Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from the stuff we eat. Like Hershey's, for example, there's 10 ingredients, super processed. Our Feastables bars are 5 ingredients, and just all the ingredients are way higher quality. And it's infinitely better than the other options out there.
I got all the Feastable chocolates. Let's try them and rank them 1 to 6.
I'm gonna be completely honest. Totally not biased because if it sells more, I make more money.
I'm gonna be honest, and I hope Jimmy is sitting next to me and not getting his feelings hurt.
Compare it to Hershey's. It's our Crunch Bar.
Okay, this is the one you believe in.
Yes.
It's not crazy, Jimmy.
No? You don't like Crunch Bars?
We do like Crunch Bars, but again, it's so sweet.
Let me try this. Maybe these are defective.
I
Oh my
like
god,
it.
this tastes good to me.
Wait, we're supposed to be ranking them. I rated it the first one, so we're going completely off of.
Oh, well, completely off of. We're in too deep. I rate this a 10 out of 10. I give this an 11 out of 10. Keep in mind, only 5 ingredients, infinitely healthier for you than the normal thing out there.
Also my favorite so far.
Okay, here's the thing. I didn't realize you were a dark chocolate guy.
I'm not a super dark chocolate guy. I do love dark chocolate. I give this a 7.8 out of 10.
Okay, so I'm starting to understand this, man. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. I'm starting to figure this man out. You're gonna like this one, right? You like salt? You guys a sea salt guy? I'm gonna get rid of these.
No, I want to try those.
No, you just don't. Trust me. You're a dark chocolate kind of guy. Yes, I can read the room. The room is red.
Now in 2024, MrBeast changed the formula again to where it has mostly the same ingredients as Hershey's and even more sugar and more calories per bar. And this initial ad for Feastables where he calls it healthy is still getting millions of views a month. Also, I don't think you should ever advertise it as over $1 million in prizes when more than a third of those prizes are just coupons for more MrBeast products, forcing you to spend more money if you actually want to redeem them. Ooh, a $5 coupon for Beast Burger. Now a single combo only costs $20.
Bob's Burgers Palace or fucking Five Guys. If this shit can be successful, fucking Five Guys.
It's so good.
Who cares? It's called Five Guys. What kind of fucking name is that?
It doesn't matter. The burgers are good.
Branding matters.
Ooh, maybe you should have spent a little less time on this beautiful logo and more time on making the food actually edible.
I mean, it makes sense though. Yeah, it was. Look, it was pink. That's how you knew it wasn't pink and blue cheese. It's like fucking molded fucking cheese in a raw patty with ketchup on either side. Unless this is supposed to be this is the middle bun. It's like a Big Mac.
Ooh, maybe you should have spent a little less time on this beautiful logo and more time on making the food actually edible.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
Also, be for real, dude. Five Guys has a nice, clean, appealing aesthetic. You know, the name suggests humble beginnings. This is like a 8-year-old sloppy cotton candy piss burger. It literally looks like a piss burger. Also, this digital wheel is not remotely representative of your actual odds. Mark Rober has talked about this common deceptive casino tactic before.
You recall from the carnival scam video, the most lucrative games for the carnival owner are those where people overestimate their chances of winning. That is exactly what happens in this game, thinking you were so close to getting a jackpot, when in reality, you weren't close at all. In gambling psychology, this is known as the near-miss effect, and people will spend much more money to try and win because they think they can just do it on the next one.
So I am absolutely pigging out on Feastables, and I'm trying to do this. MrBeast is teaching us gambling? Minus points because there's no cool music. Anyway. Let's gamble.
Also, these tickets, one of them just so happened to go to a YouTuber with 700,000 subscribers at the time. Just pure chance.
This was just taped.
It was taped.
No freaking way. So it was like really like total chance, obviously. Like you're one of like hundreds of thousands of names.
Talk to Jimmy, Bob. What do you gotta say to
Jimmy, thank you for picking us.
No, he didn't. It was random.
Was it though? Was it random? Also, this guy went on to win the chocolate factory, and extremely unlikely things do happen, but can we see how the winners were chosen maybe? Because knowing how important it is to Jimmy that every video has entertaining contestants through the whole video, it's a little suspicious. I'll just say, in my opinion, as somebody who worked for MrBeast.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, how much working did you do though? That's the thing. Someone who worked for MrBeast, you're acting like you were his fucking assistant.
I don't think this large YouTuber won a ticket purely by chance. Also, I know that producers are sort of able to pull strings behind the scenes to...
It's Phidias. I love Phidias. He's part of He's part of the European Parliament.
Give some contestants better chances than others. And he runs these sweepstakes to like bribe children with gambling to consume more sugar. Like, this is far worse than a lottery ticket because a lottery ticket doesn't give you diabetes and only pay out your rich and famous friends. Like, MrBeast is bringing hundreds of thousands, if not millions of new people to the candy aisle, whether he wants to admit it or not.
People are just walking to the chocolate aisle, and instead of buying Hershey's, buying Feastables. Like, people who never would have bought chocolate in Walmart are walking to the chocolate aisle specifically to buy Feastables.
So, a new market.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm bringing new customers to the aisle.
Okay, I guess he does want to admit it. You know, kind of a weird flex, not something I would brag about, Jimmy. Also, maybe I should mention technically I'm a certified nutritionist, which really just means I paid $1,200 for a course and then failed to launch a health food company. But I know that poor diet and especially excessive sugar consumption is the #1 cause of death and health problems in America, including some of the health problems that MrBeast claims to care so much about. Blindness, deafness, loss of limbs. MrBeast also just launched a combo with Zaxby's, which if you get a soda, it's over 2,000 calories for one meal.
There's obviously so much obesity.
That's what he's doing, bro. He's trying to repay it.
Obesity and disease comes from the stuff we eat.
The only thing real in this video is the new MrBeast box at Zaxby's.
I'm pretty sure this would be illegal in Europe. This is like more calories in one meal than the average 10-year-old is supposed to consume on a daily basis.
Tell me how I'm killing little kids.
New research finds childhood obesity rates are getting worse.
The #1 killer in America is obesity.
MrBeast.
The number of deaths in overweight people surpass alcohol and smoking altogether.
For 30 days straight, we are going to be giving away $10,000 to a lucky customer who scans the QR code on the back of any new Feastable bar.
It's just disappointing to see somebody pretend to care about the health epidemic in the US only when it's profitable for them. I know this point isn't going to resonate with a lot of people because of how normalized high-calorie and high-sugar diets are in America, but like bribing children to get into the habit of consuming excessive amounts of sugar, like $10,000 a day as a giveaway is very deliberate because it's trying to create repeat customers that just buy out of habit. Like doing this especially when you clearly understand how much of a health risk it is to these kids.
Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from the stuff we eat.
It's honestly just evil to me, and I push back against this a lot while I worked at the company. For Halloween this year, Feastables is planning on putting $1 million in a chocolate bar, and they wanted to do a bunch of like scummy marketing and shit. My manager literally said at one point that they wanted to associate buying a Feastables with your dream coming true. So they're pitching ideas like, you know, buy a Feastables, win 10K, buy a Feastables out of a vending machine, the vending machine just starts spitting out money, buy a Feastables and it has a ticket to Disney World, whatever, right? And I don't want to put a lot of like hearsay into this video. You should just believe the receipts that I'm showing you and not what I'm saying. But I swear to God, I said to somebody at the company, I feel like Feastables is 70% a chocolate company and 30% a lottery targeting children. And this higher up person at MrBeast said it was probably closer to the other way around and was laughing about it. Like 70% a lottery, 30% a chocolate company. Everyone knows it's just the call to actions and call to action giveaways especially that drive sales. As soon as they stop, it's hard for large bargain retailers to sell this shit for 70% off. That's why they push them so hard. Once they stop the diabetes lottery, no one buys. Also, this is the website right now. MrBeast wants you to join the crew. Just so weird and scummy to me. I believe all the Feastables giveaways do have official rules and no purchase necessary clauses somewhere, but it's very difficult to find them. In traditional media, if you advertise a sweepstakes like in a commercial, you have to say in the promotional material itself, no purchase necessary. Somehow MrBeast gets away with not saying no purchase necessary in any of his promotional materials, not the videos, the descriptions, pinned comments, nothing.
To celebrate our launch of milk chocolate and sea salt, we went out, we bought 10 Teslas, loads of cash, and all these prices you see on the screen. And prices aside, unlike Hershey's, these bars only have 4 to 5 ingredients and just genuinely taste good. Go to Feastables.com right now and order some chocolate. Only problem is the chocolate river is deteriorating. The
only place you'll find no purchase necessary is either on the Feastables Twitter account because it's a rule of the platform, and even still they try to push it. No perch neck, or hidden deep in the Feastables website under a FAQ. And to enter for free, you have to mail in separate 3" by 5" hand-addressed written index cards, up to 10 a day. Do you think kids are gonna do that shit or just beg their parents when they're at Walmart for the YouTuber diabetes lottery ticket? How is this legal? How do you mail something without making a purchase. Cards, envelopes, stamps, the free entry method can cost more than the chocolate bar itself. Also, going back to sweepstakes law for a second, payment isn't the only form of consideration. Consideration can also be time or effort that directly benefits MrBeast in some way. Like, I don't know, if he told his fans to clean up and organize his Feastables displays in Walmart for a chance to win $5,000. Shelf fee cleanup and $5,000 drawing? They thought this was going to be a monthly thing, but it got a lot of controversy, obviously. How can I successfully clean up the shelves? Wow, glad you asked. No bars on the shelf? Go find an employee and ask them to check to see if there is product in the back room and ask them to bring them out so you can put it on the shelf to match the tags. What the fuck, dude? Imagine a 7-year-old looking for the Walmart manager so he can ask to stock shelves
that is a bit
for a
dystopian,
chance to be
MrBeast.
compensated. Dude, was Walmart in on this? This was not just one off-the-cuff tweet. This was like planned with instructions and graphics and everything. Also, a company asking children for selfies is a little bit weird. And while you're at it, if you want to maybe move some Hershey's bars and make sure that Feastables has plenty of space, I wouldn't complain. Ah! I just cannot believe they were going to give $5,000 to one of MrBeast's child laborers for stocking shelves. And no one at MrBeast was like, hey, this is a terrible idea. Actually, if you said that, you'd probably get fired.
This is the best tasting chocolate on earth. Good job, boys.
Whoa, 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 whoa. How do we know that's the best tasting chocolate in the world?
You're fired.
What? This is such horse shit. You can do that? I mean, that is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah. The most shocking result was that Feastables never earned anything.
I'm pretty sure you can do that. I mean, how many places are called like world's best hot dog, world's best coffee? Like a ton of places do that. That's not really a fucking, that's not, I don't think that counts as false advertising. That's called, that's considered, what's it called? A fucking, what is the word? Oh my god, why am I brain dead? Why am I actually a fucking brain dead idiot? Oh, I can't even do it. Whatever. We're moving on.
Thing higher than a third place ranking.
But I do think their branding is like world's best chocolate bar is how do you get away with that? World's best chocolate.
World's best pizza.
What does that even fucking mean?
Define that yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. But I would think you'd have to, I don't know.
Subjective.
I'm sure whoever worked on his marketing gave some thought to it.
No, what he just said was the exact thing. World's best pizza, world's best hot dog, world's best burger. Like,
something.
Okay, one last point of
it's a
consideration.
subjective thing.
Prolonged attention is definitely a form of consideration. In the attention economy, it is the valuable resource that advertisers directly pay MrBeast for. So in these live streams when MrBeast says, hey guys, today we're doing a bunch of illegal lotteries, but also we're going to be giving away some free stuff to people who keep watching, he does that to boost viewer numbers.
I'm going to give you guys a reason to keep watching, okay? Here's what I'm going to do. Randomly, I'm not going to tell you when, it could be 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour. I'm going to randomly pick one person watching this IG live stream and one person watching this YouTube live stream. I'm going to give you each $5,000. So, keep watching.
There's no predictable intervals for when MrBeast will give things away for free to people who watch, so you have to be present when they happen, which means viewers have to keep watching, which is time and effort that directly benefits MrBeast. The more viewers, the more money MrBeast obviously makes, either directly through sales or AdSense or just getting boosted in the YouTube algorithm. So even the free giveaways could and should be against the law. MrBeast just uses gambling psychology to exploit young children for profit. He's just become the first casino where the currency you pay with is attention.
Do you think attention is the most valuable currency in the world?
Well, of course.
Or labor or money sometimes.
Yeah, his core audience is like, I'd say like 10 to 12-year-old boys. Older people are a little bit over him. Some people kind of question the ethics, you know. They sometimes say in these videos where he like builds all these wells or, you know, cures people of his blindness. It's almost like he's exploiting people for these views. So older audiences don't love him, but this tween audience, they love him and they're thinking, you know, watching him could get me a car, so why wouldn't I?
I'm gonna give you guys a reason to keep watching.
Okay, now as far as fake giveaways go, I'm sort of limited in what I can say without exposing confidential information and getting sued. So my official statement is that sometimes things slip through the cracks, and personally, I believe that is intentional. Here's one example where someone on Reddit posted saying that they were promised free dog food for life in exchange for letting MrBeast use them in a video. 5 months later, they still haven't received their dog food. I actually sent this post to someone who works at MrBeast, and they said they were gonna send it to the PR team, and then the Reddit post got taken down. So I don't know if it got resolved. Here's another example of things slipping through the cracks.
The second thing that I probably would do different is invest. And I know what y'all about to say. Y'all about to go to the clip too, where Jimmy said that we set a certain amount aside to invest.
I know you talked about wanting to maybe invest 50K and then set aside like the other 23 for just other little nuances here and there.
This is not me calling anybody a liar or anything, because I know what y'all do. I know what the internet does. But what I think what happened was somebody that worked for MrBeast or something like that was supposed to probably help me invest, but that didn't happen. I talked to Jimmy after I won $1 million, after I finally like got the remaining amount in my bank account. I was telling him, I was like, man, I don't want to fail. I don't want to be like how everybody's saying, like I'm gonna run out of money and do all this crazy stuff. I was like, man, Jimmy, please help me. And he said he was gonna help me and we was gonna invest, but yeah, that didn't happen. So
if you actually watch this video, you know, MrBeast does say that they're not going to be.
I mean, so you did give that guy $1 million. He's fucking done so, like, he does so many videos. He's constantly working. I'm not surprised that this one slipped through the cracks when it's like, bro, I gave you $1 million. You couldn't have spent an extra fucking $5,000 talking to a fucking, an accountant, getting yourself an accountant to do some investing for you. Like, bro, what do you need MrBeast to help you do investing for?
be irresponsible, that they're going to try to set Mark up for life, and that they are going to help him with investing?
What we're actually going to do is be responsible and try to set Mark up for his future. So we're going to make smart purchases like a house, cars, and do some investing.
But according to Mark, MrBeast only gave him an hour to plan what house to buy, and then gave him only 24 hours to spend the bulk of his money for a video.
Time. I wish I would have had.
Yeah, bro, that's the point. It's fucking, he needs to do it for content. Yes, no shit.
More time, and I wish I would have planned out stuff better. Like, that was the best example I can give you is when we had planned out the house and stuff. I literally had an hour. He had somebody come to my house, and we sat down and we planned all this in an hour. Yeah, they came to my house and we planned this out in about an hour. So I wish I would have had more time, and I wish I would have did a couple things differently on the time management side.
Low key, bro, I'm not gonna hold you, but like, you should have had more of a plan on what you would do. Like, everybody should have a plan where if all of a sudden their long lost relative dies and leaves you a fucking $1 billion, what would you do with it? You should have a slight plan so you don't fucking end up killing yourself on drugs or something. Like, you really need to think, like, if I was given an opportunity to have like a large sum of money, what would I do? And just, well, yeah, like, buying a house, sell the house, you own it. Like, I doubt you were doing a fucking, like, a mortgage on it or whatever. Probably just bought it in full. Just sell it if you don't like it and get something else. Maybe downsize. And then maybe get, like, a property or something and invest in... Like, bro, shit is not that complicated. You don't need MrBeast to fucking fix your life once he already gave you $1 million.
Which I guess I really couldn't help because I had to spend it. I had to spend the money and I had to like do all this. So
I'm starting to think you might have been a little bit better off if you didn't make him spend $1 million in 24 hours for content.
Can I just say, I'm super glad you won the $1 million.
All I need from you is a signature right here. The vehicles are yours.
What we're actually going to do is be responsible and try to set Mark up for his future.
You better not read it. You're a millionaire. You ain't got time to read.
The more you shows around the world, I'm like, thank God you won the $1 million.
Bro, again, it's like a free car though. You're like, oh, he actually got ripped out of a $120,000 car. Maybe he did get ripped off a little bit, but he also went for a fucking car that someone could make worth $100,000, bro. I wouldn't be buying anything over fucking like $50K, even if I was given $1 million. I'll just get two $20,000 cars, something like that. Get some. Maybe I'll get one $75,000 car. Get one truck that's like some beater used shit for like $600, and I'm like, fuck you, MrBeast. I got my shit coming. I got someone on the line. We're doing it next week. Does he have any updates? No, still just that. Oh, he got a cease and desist 5 hours ago. Okay, so the Satan Lord of Darkness represents your former employee, MrBeast YouTube LLC. I am writing to regard your recent troubling conduct following your involuntary termination from employment with the company on April 19th, 2024. Specifically, it has recently come to the company's attention that you have been, among other things, disclosing sensitive, confidential, and proprietary information regarding the company's business operations and content creation methodology in breach of your contractual and legal obligation to the company, including the contractual post-employment obligations set forth in the confidentiality and non-disclosure agreement executed by you in connection with your employment. I would like to see what the full thing is. Oh, okay, full response on Twitter. Let's see what his Twitter said. 1 second, I'm gonna pull it up on here. I was originally going to expose MrBeast's philanthropy efforts being more for aiding private interests and boosting MrBeast's image than actually doing anything good. See, this is just like a stupid point to make, because this is what I thought he was going to get into, and the idea of, oh, he's only doing it to make himself look better and to aid in selling chocolate bars and none of that matters to the people that are actually benefiting. The homeless people don't care because they have a house. The people fucking from disheveled, like fucking destroyed countries don't give a shit because they have new communities that are thriving now. Like, they don't give a fuck about, oh, it's making him look better and sell more Feastables. Maybe people need to get a grip on their fucking children so they're not getting fat as fuck. But let's watch.
Cease and desist, and here's my official response to that.
Is that literally all he's saying? Is just posting memes? Yeah, it's literally all he's doing. He's just posting memes about it. MrBeast acknowledges that it was not actually about the impact of... Bro, this shit is so stupid. You expect him to do too much. He fucking removed 30 million pounds of trash from the ocean. But they were frequently advertised to save the ocean. Bro, what kind of fucking bullshit is that? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And all the comments are just yourself fucking spouting off at the ass. Low key, bro. MrBeast is probably the antichrist. It's possible, you know. Who am I to really say? But you seem to be off the deep end, my friend. And I will just point it out one more time. That at least in the beginning of this video, your pupils are fucking blown, bro. I don't know if you're maybe microdosing too much or maybe you're just mentally unwell. Anything's possible nowadays. But you might want to follow that cease and desist before you get your fucking life ruined, my dog. But yeah, I'm glad I talked about this. Hopefully I don't get in any trouble because I'm talking about what this guy said. So yeah, that's that, I guess.
Yeah.